place in my mind. You'll never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if I go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. What if I believed you? What if I could? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away. Blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. A curse has been placed on me, seeking the shore, drifting away from the world as the darkness encircles me. Now I see that you
Welcome to Whiskey Oval _TV, the second annual Kings Royal, the 360 Kings Royal, that is, for the National Auto Racing Club. Qualifying is underway. And right now, pro driver Dustin Griffiths, the number 19 machine. Quick time, 13.783. Long night of racing here tonight. We have a completely, I think it's completely maxed out server. Over 40 drivers have entered in. 41 drivers has now thrown down their quick time. And we have 2 nights of this stuff. Whoops, wrong button. 2 nights, Eldora Speedway 360 sprint car. Open setups. Big payout too, $300 purse. I got all the details. My apologies, $400 purse. And payouts tonight. Night 1 pays out $25 to first place, $15 to second, and $10 to third. Night 2, the big night, the Mac Daddy night. First place, $100. $100 to win it. $60, 40, 35, 30, and you go down all the way down the list, all the way down to 10th place, which gets $5. Hard Charger does get $10. Sponsors up there in the top right-hand corners to make this all happen. Qualifying only 3 minutes long. It looks like everybody has thrown down their quick time. And there is a quick time. The 13.783 is going to get it done for that number 19 machine. Dustin and Brady King, second place. Michael Birthday. The 75 machine, a good run for that guy. He's up there in that third spot. So long night of racing. I'll try to break down as much stuff as I possibly can. Try to keep everything in line. But now heat race and number 1 is starting to grid up. So let's get back down to the action. Goodness gracious, that text box is mighty big. Steve says hopefully can run in the next season. Hopefully so, man. This is a National Auto Racing Club member race only. And it already filled up 40+ spots. You have to race a minimum of 3 races to be able to race this for the second annual 360 King Royal. 10-lap heat races is what we're going to do. We're going to invert 6, 10 laps, top 3 transfer to the Mac Daddy Show. The D main is going to be 8 laps, top 4. C main is going to be 10 laps. B main 12 laps, and then the feature is going to be 24 cars and 30 laps. I do have some new PC magic here tonight. I tested it for a solid 3 minutes this week, and this is actually the first broadcast that I'm doing with it. So hopefully the graphics have gotten a little bit better, and hopefully everything just works out. But here we go. Heat race number 1. Here's a grid for 2 nights of racing. National Auto Racing Club School of Sim Racing. Daniel Adams, Gas Monkey Sim Sports, the number 33 machine. He'll be on pole with Ryan Warshock, the guy that always puts on some exciting racing, that number 10 machine outside. Travis Snyder Jr., number 77, looking for a team, he says. He'll be back in third place. Bryce, Team SSR, fourth. Jake from the Midwest. And you have Dustin Griffiths back there in the 6th place. Jordan Etter, Patrick Cobb, and Zach and Jay Miller rounding out the top, or that 9th spot. And ladies and gentlemen, stack them up, back them up. 360 sprint car action open setups, 2 nights of racing. Here we go with lap and number 1. Absolute carnage back there in the back of the pack. No yellow flags for these heat races, so Daniel Adams Joseph, the number 33 machine, is going to stay in the lead. Dustin back to 2nd place. Travis Snyder holds to 3rd. Top 3 does advance, and that will make your 2 nights of racing super easy if you can do that. Zach J. Miller 4th place. Jordan 5th. Bryce 6th. The guys that are out of this race is the guy I was talking about. Always put on some exciting racing. He's in the pits. Jake's in the pits. And Patrick Cobb is as well in the pit. So single file we out as we work lap 4 of 10 as they work down in turn at number 3 right now. They will not carry over the track whatsoever. So the track is very new, very tacky, lots of grip, and they will just completely let it run through all night long. Daniel is still leading halfway home to mama. Fast lap time in heat race number 1 is a 13.9. Daniel with a 14.0. Pro driver, the number 19 machine, definitely has that WC right there next to his name. Does he have anything for Daniel Adams, our race leader? 1 minute, 27 seconds in this heat race. Down to the bottom side, almost thought about doing that slide job, not quite, got a little bit of wheel to wheel, but Daniel was able to pull away as they both go up there to the high and scary side. Don't count out Travis Snyder Jr. just quite yet. A 0.9 is second gap. A 0.2 second gap our race leader has. Working lap 9 of 10, a white flag in hand for the flagman. He's going to show it to the race field. We're going to have one more time around Eldora. Last lap, Daniel has led every lap, and here we go. Dustin Griffiths goes down to the bottom side. Diamond cuts off at turn 2. We have a drag race down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Slide job for the race lead. Dustin Griffith tried it. Daniel Adams, did he try to pull off the race win? And he does by .067. And that's how you start off 2 nights of racing. You have a massive crash on lap number 1. Then you have a .067 race win for heat race number 1. It's going to be like this all night long as well, as Eldora always puts on some very good racing. Getting ready to rock and roll with heat race number 2. Wade Fields, he'll be on pole with Mace. Guy from the crazy state of California, Robert Boggs, third. Hunger Buster of Kale, the guy that always drives the Dairy Queen machine. He'll be starting there in 4th place. Jareth Pike from the Mid-South be 5th. Brady King, SSR Elite Sim Racing, the number 14 machine, be back there in 6th place. Justin Sherman, Brandon Garman, and Donnie Batiste will be rounding out this race field for heat race number 2. Remember, they do invert the top 6 drivers. Wade Fields running that all-classic, all-white scheme. Not, just kidding, he has that SSR right there on that big quarter panel. I'm sorry, that big wing. Checking out some of these paint schemes. Caterpillar there on that machine of Mace, the number 89 machine. 3rd place, Robert Boggs got all the way down to the inside. Berry Hill graphics, I believe. Then you have the Dairy Queen car, the Hunger Buster machine of 58 of Kelly, and here we go. Stack them up, back them up. Let's do a little bit of shimmy and shiming down in the turn. And number 1 for heat race number 2, 10 laps, top 3 advance. And you can see that bottom side is already slicking up. Everybody's trying to get right above it in turns 1 and 2. Here comes 3 and 4. 3 wide down into turn 3. Almost made contact. Big time contact there. 4th on back. 2nd place, net code. Robert Boggs is in it. Some way, somehow, Robert and Mays was able to keep it straight. I noticed a little bit of net code happen, but everyone able to keep it straight. Big time racing right here. That ain't going to work. Someone's going flipping. That's going to be Brady King. Brady King flips big time and down in turn, and number 1 goes straight to the catch fence, and his heat race will be done. He'll have to go back down to the D-main and try to work his way all the way up through the front of pack. Mays holding down this last transfer spot. Jareth Pike, he wants it. Will he get it? That's a question. Almost wheel to wheel with him. Lap 6 of 10 to 1 minute 15 seconds. Into this heat race run, who's going to grab it? Wade Fields completely gone with a half a second lead. Slide job for this transfer spot. The 89 machine of Mace was not giving it up. Big contact at 360. Uh-oh. Some big time contact is being made here in heat race. And number 2, 4 cars try to wad it up. 1 car goes flipping in for the transfer spot. Jareth Pike got into Mace. Checking up on our race leader right now as he is all in a league all by himself right now. We're just waiting for the green flag. 2 laps to go for this number 1 machine of Mr. Fields. Team SSR driver Robert Boggs still running a very solid race as well there in the number 51 machine. He did start back in 3rd place. He has now got up to 2nd. Jareth Pike had to move up 2 spots to get this last transfer spot. He's going to come to the white flag uncontested as he works down the backstretch for the last time. Sherman and Brandon, they're going to duke it out. More contact being made. One guy slams the outside wall. That's going to be Brandon as he spins across the line, and a lot of contact, elbow out racing here for the National Auto Racing Club, night number 1. Honestly, I have a driver chat off, but that definitely has to be a concern. As 9 cars going to grab the wheel now, and they're going to try to get their chance to go straight to the A main show. And here we go. Zane Walters, Wide Open Motorsports. He'll be on pole with Todd Hutton right there to his outside. Lane Stevens third, and Thomas Brandon, Team SSR Elite. The number 35 machine, he'll be starting there in 4th place. Jordan Lawrenson, the 244 car, driver from the Plains, he'll be in 5th place. Michael Birthday, I believe he qualified P3. Invert, SSR Elite driver, he'll be back in 6th place. Kurt Ney, 7th. Kyle Madsen, 8th place. And Chris from the New Jersey, I think it's Mark Contino. We'll go with that one. The number 28 machine, a long ways ahead of him. He'll have to make some moves up to the front. A little bit of race info here at Eldora Speedway. Track length 0.44 miles. Temperature is 66. Altitude is the 994. So here we go. We'll see if this heat race gets a little bit cleaner, or if guys are going to race with their elbows out. No hold bars. Remember, no caution flags for these heat races. Actually, nor for the lower mains as well, I do not believe. Not sure if it changes for the special events. Don't think it does, but here we go. We'll see how it all works out. Zane Walters, race leader. Todd Hutton's going to hold down 2nd place. We're going to try 3 wide real quick. Has not worked out for the first 2 heat races. We'll see if it works out for heat race number 3. And look at this guy, Thomas Brandon, slicing and dicing through the field. Thomas Brandon already moved up 2 spots. Slide job for P2. And now here we go with Michael Birthday. His teammates going to slide it right up in front of him. Teammates going to war with each other early on as Zane Walters slowly starts walking away with this thing. Thomas Brandon does settle for P2. Michael does settle for P3. Remember, teammates, and they are wheel-to-wheel, no hold bars racing right now. Top 3 does advance. How hard do you want to race your teammates? Slide job for Michael. Brandon does a crossover, and once again, they're going to be at 2nd and 3rd place. Todd Hutton battling out with Kyle Madsen. These guys were side by side battling it out quite hard as Michael and Thomas was slowly starting to walk away. Right now, they've single filed each other out. Looks like they're going to try to work together. Takesha 2nd and 3rd place as we're on lap 6 of 10. The 17 machine of Kyle Madsen gets way loose. Best lap time of heat race number 3 is Zane Walters, a race leader with that 14.190. So we look on board for 2nd place. These drivers are still going at it. How hard do you want to race? You're in the A main. Hate to make contact. Both these drivers, some very clean, very hardcore drivers. We'll see what happens at the very end. White flag in hand for the flag man. And here we go. White flag out, lap 10 of 10. And right now, the 75 machine does have P2. Thomas Brandon, P3. And looks like that's how it's going to be all the way to the checkered flag. Todd Hutton back here. Crossover move. Big slide job into turns 3 and 4. But the 98 of Chris Hutton is going to hold down that P4 spot. Lane Stevens and one other driver ended their race there in the pits. Here's our final race results for heat race number 3. It's tough seeing teammates race like that, man. Obviously they know what they're doing. I don't. My mic keeps wanting to move up. Top 3 advances. You just want to ride back in that 3rd spot and just go straight to the A main, or you want to try to grab one more spot. Here we go. The race grid for heat race and number 4. Mason from the Midwest, number 44 machine. Number 7 there on his iRacing paint scheme. Jeremiah, Team SSR, he'll be back in second, or on the outside of the front row in second place. Trent with Wide Open Motorsports be in third. Kenny Hoffman, Team SSR driver, he'll be in fourth place. Todd will be in fifth, the number 94 machine. And Greg with Elbows Up Sim Sports, the number 99 machine, be sixth place. Scott Posey from the United States does not want you to know where he lives. He'll be back in seventh. Jason Butterfield, eighth, and Colin Murphy will be back in ninth place. So that's how that's going to work out. As Cooper G just says, go 93. 93. That's going to be, of course, Jason Butterfield. Love and Life Gaming. I'm pretty sure that's what it says there on his engine cover. Here we go. Another heat race. Another 10 laps. Man, you can see that bottom side. You can definitely get a very good slide job. The question is, how much power do you have coming off that corner? As we've seen about every single heat race, battle for the race lead, and they all go for that slide job line. The classic Eldora line is all the way next to that outside wall. It is going to be the quick, or it's going to be the fast line. But here we go. Kenny Hoffman is going to be a race leader. Greg right there second, and then Mason holding down the last transfer spot. Mason did start on pole. He has fell back 2 spots. And the first guy outside looking in is going to be this number 94 machine of Todd. Last lap times up there on your race screen. Todd ran a 14.5. The guy that's inside the transfer spot as of right now did run a 14.5. And once again, the number 94 machine just barely beats him on the lap time. Craig just puts down the quick time there in P2. Here's the outside shot of the racetrack, and this track will get very dusty as the night goes on. When the lights come on and the sun goes down, the moon comes up. It gets very dusty here at Eldora Speedway. And there's a race for the lead as Kenny Hoffman and Greg, they're about to duke it out. Greg going to try to size him up. Kenny Hoffman changes his race line real quick. Looks like he ran a little bit quicker that lap, and he did. Greg ran a little bit slower, 0.4, the guy for second place. But here we go. The last transfer spot is up for grabs. Who's going to grab it? Mason Inman, the driver that started on the race pole, already fell back 2 spots. White flag out. Well, the number 94 machine, Todd, he does a slide job for the transfer spot. Mason seen it coming, big crossover. Todd gets a little bit loose in that all-white number 94 Nitro machine. Mason trying to hold on to that last transfer spot, and he's going to do it. Mason Inman barely holds on to that third spot, and he goes to the A main show for a cool $25 tonight for night number 1. Heat race number 4. That was a lot cleaner race than heat race number 1 and 2. I don't know if it was a nerves or what. But man, heat race number 1 and number 2 is usually kind of the calm, chill, the track is super grippy type of race. Kind of follow the leader. Not tonight. Goodness gracious. Heat race number 5 now. We're going to do the exact same thing. Top 3, 10 laps. Letter E. We got some fast drivers in this one. I'm pretty excited for this heat race. Lots of drivers that are very, very fast. Deep back in the field, too. I love this invert. Top 6 invert. Dylan, the number 92 machine. He'll roll off on a pole. Ty Pratt, number 18 machine. He'll be on the outside there in second place. Brandon will be Brandon, the double deuce machine, driver from the Mid-South. He'll be in third. And Devin Thomas, fourth place. Shea Paulo, the number 21 machine from the crazy state of California. He'll be back in 5th place. Corey also in Native Pride Racing. He'll be in 6th. Tim Alton from the Frozen Land up north. He'll be starting in 7th place. Chris Schaefer with Wide Open Motorsports being 8th. And then Seth Hagen will be rounding out the field with BRM Racing. And he has a long ways to go to get to that top 3 spot. Lights on the pace truck is off. We'll be going in green. A flag racing, I think this time by. Maybe it's next time by. Now this time by. Stack them up, back them up. Let's do a little bit of shimmy and shiving for 10 laps. Who's going to grab the top 3 spots and go straight to the A main? And one guy already goes loose. 2 cars spinning down into turn 1. That's going to be Devin Thomas and Tylen Ty Pratt. They're going to start in the pits for their heat race. Turn at number 1. Big contact was made. And just like that, Shea Paulo has already moved up 2 spots. Corey Austin, a very fast driver there in the number 25 machine for Native Pride Racing. He's already up to P4. You have the Frozen Land guy of Tim. He's back in 5th. Chris Schaefer, and then Seth Hagen. Rounding out the field as we're already on lap 4 of 10. And a little bit of contact with the outside walls on number 92 machine. Dylan has some very, very fast drivers there behind him. Can he hold on to this race lead as the track is already getting very slick and a little bit bumpy here at Eldora Speedway? Dylan rips a lip around turns 1 and 2 and kind of taps the outside wall once again. Halfway home, the Mama this time by, working lap 6 of 10 now. 1 minute 19 seconds into heat race number 5. And Shea Paulo is absolutely on rails. Got right to the back bumper. He's going to attempt a slide job for the race lead. And Shea Paulo wheel to wheel with Dylan. The number 92 machine of Shea Paulo, pro driver, has that WC right there next to his name. You have Dylan, the guy that started on pole, and he's going to give up the race lead and fall back to P2 on lap 7 of 10. Does his machine have what it takes to hold on to it a couple more laps, Dylan? Dylan holding back P3. And then Corey Austin is the outside looking in as of right now. Native Pride Racing driver's going to slide it up in turns 3 and 4, but Brandon sees it coming there in that double deuce machine. Austin taps the outside wall. Rick Sparks right there on that front wing. Drag race down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. And we're going to see this for 1 more lap because a white flag is out for Shea Paulo. Dylan slowly falling back, but has P2 in the grabs as of right now. And here we go for this last transfer spot. Corey Austin is outside looking in. Big time slide job coming from Austin. Austin could not get it gripped up, and he's actually going to get passed by another driver of Tim Alton. And Brandon, the double deuce machine, is going to be in the A main show. Corey Austin lift off the gas pedal a little bit soon. He did have 4th place. Sorry, 4th place, yeah. Fell back to 5th. Getting ready to go for our D main events now. And here we go. Lane Stevens, top 4 advances, 39 machine of Lane Stevens. He'll be on pole. Colin Murphy to his outside. Tylen Ty Pratt, he was a driver there in that last heat race that, I don't know if he was a driver that was flipping or not, but regardless, he was definitely in the wreck. Number 18 machine. Patrick Kopp, 4th. Hunger Buster of Kale with Team SSR. Jordan Lawrenson the 244 car. He'll be starting in 6th place. Jason Butterfield and Devin Thompson with School of Sim Racing. For the main events now, top 4 advances. How will it all shake out? We're about to find out. Stretch. The 58 machine barely held on to that thing, and now he works the bottom side on the back or down into turns 3 and 4, and he's going to get passed by Patrick Cobb. So top 4 advances. Patrick Cobb is in the heat race. I mean, is now advancing to the C main event. Only 8 laps instead of 10, just are like the heat races. Lane Stevens has completely checked out of the race field. And here's the outside shot. There is our race leader. Colin Murphy 2nd. Jason Butterfield 3rd. Patrick Cobb holding down P4. Kayla's on the outside. Jordan and Devin are on the outside as well. A lot of drivers getting loose coming off of turn 2. That might be a big time storyline, as this track is already starting to completely go away now. Jason Butterfield had to move up 4 spots to capture this 3rd place, and he is trucking right along down there on the dirty side. Trying to find a little bit of moisture. Right there, he barely misses it. Gets right into the slick, though. Will that slow him down? Big time racing back here for the 4th place. Kill almost got to him. Both drivers get a little loose. Wide, the flag is out for our race leader, Lane Stevens. And we're going to watch this battle right here. Top 4 advances. Kale gets to the back bumper once again. Gets down, comes right across the nose, and he is done. And Patrick Cobb is going to barely hold on to it. Jordan Lawrenson is on the outside looking in. Trying to make a move down there to the bottom side. And came right across the front nose of another driver. Sometimes that's how it works as a C main gets ready to go. Multiple racing grooves here tonight. Notice that bottom side, Malt's couple drivers already starting to adjust their front wing there. We'll see if that bottom side comes in whatsoever. Not a lot of drivers taking it. Could be some grip down there on these long runs. For the grid, for the C main, Scott Posey from the United States, number 8 machine. He's on pole with Chris Schaefer, the Wide Open Motorsports. He'll be in 2nd place. Jake will be back there in 3rd. Donnie Patisse will be 4th. Kyle Matson 5th. Jeremiah with Team SSR. He'll be in 6th place. Seth 7th. Ryan Warshock. Not a very good heat race as he got collected big time. He's starting in 8th place. Brady King, SSR Elite Silver Racing driver, the number 14 machine, back in 9th. Lane Stevens 10th. Colin Murphy 11th. And Jason Butterfield will be rounding out that 12th spot here in the C main event. And Patrick Cobb has also transferred up into the C main. C main top 4 does advance once again. Stack them up, pack them up, and here we go. Scott Posey, our race leader. Schaefer to his outside of the front row. How will the dominoes fall? Don't want to end your night here in the C main here at Eldora for the Kings Royal. Green flag out. Let's do a little bit of shimmy shot here. Big time lose for our race leader, Scott Posey, and he's being attacked by all sorts of drivers now. Look at this race filled down into turns 3 and 4, packed up, racing the blimp mode, and check this out. 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Ryan tries to slice and dice his way up to the front. There in the number 10 machine. One driver gets way loose, and I don't know exactly what happened, but 4 cars passing. We'll try to make it 4 wide down the front straight away. Race leader Scott Posey trying to hold on to it. Big time contact for 3rd place. So we try to make it 3 wide once again. We are 3 wide. Four wide racing here in the C main early on. Everybody wants it. 1 car up into the outside wall, and that's going to be Jake. Once again, he's in another crash. And drivers are fighting tooth and nail to grab that last transfer spot. 4th and final transfer spot. Scott Posey has it. Chris Schaefer is now in this last transfer spot. But the guy that's on the outside looking in, this number 77 machine there on his trading paint. Number 10 up there on the scoring tower. Very fast driver. A little bit of contact. Cars out into the outside wall. The number 9 machine had nowhere to go of Colin Murphy. Horrible luck by that driver. Colin Murphy just minding his own business, trying to avoid it, and he had nowhere to go, and he gets pinched into the outside wall. So 4 drivers are out of this race now. What a big turn of events, and Merry Christmas, Kyle Matson, the number 17 machine right now, as of right now, lap 8 of 10, 1 minute 59 seconds. He is in the B main if he just holds on to it. Jeremiah, the number 20 machine, he's ripping the lip there in rounds turns 3 and 4, trying to get it to Kyle Matson's back bumper. 2 laps to go here at Eldora for the C main. Jeremiah, the number 20 machine, definitely looks like he has some speed. The last lap times are up there on your screen of 15.2. Look at Chris Schaefer though, run a 15.7. That might not work for him. Another 15.6. White flag is out down the backstretch. Schaefer gets past. Schaefer's now in the last transfer spot. Jeremiah, the number 20 machine, we're still riding aboard with him, ripping the lip around turns 3 and 4, and he's gonna fall a couple car lengths short. Then Chris Schaefer barely holds on to it. Don't know exactly what was going on with his machine, but his lap times fell off big time. 15.686 that last lap, but regardless, Chris Schaefer is into the B main. Big time racing right there, man. I think we had just about everything as well. 4 wide racing, multiple rows deep. We had 3 wide racing, multiple rows deep. A little bit of slide job for the race lead, not much though. And then a big time crash. Here's the final results here for the C main. Before we kick off the Bravo, the B main, Lane Stevens, Brady King, Kyle Matson, Chris Schaefer, Jeremiah, who's going to be finishing there in that 5th place. Donnie Batiste, 6th. Jason Butterfield, 7th. Patrick Cobb, Ryan Warshock, Colin Murphy, Scott Posey, Seth, and Jake. That's how the C main is going to come to an end. Chris Schaefer, that 4th spot, once again made it into the B main event. So getting ready to rock and roll with the B main. Look at the details real quick. The B main, 12 laps, top 6. Transfers to the A main show for night number 1 for the 360 King Royal race. Here's a grid. One more time, the lights will go off. Zach J. Miller from Pennsylvania. Justin Sherman to his outside, making up the 2nd row. It's going to be Todd Hunt and another Todd. They're in the number 94 machine. Tim Alton from the Frozen Land up north, and Jordan will be starting in 6th place. Brandon and Chris making up that 4th row. 5th place going to be Trent and Corey. Bryce and Mace, 11th and 12th place. Going on down the list, Curtin A., Lane Stevens, Brady King, Kyle Matson, and Chris Schaefer. That's how that's going to work out, and here we go. Let's get back to some racing action. See if some 4 wide action will come into play here in the B main event. Zach J. Miller up on pole with Justin Sherman to his outside, and here we go. Still a little bit of shimmy and shoving down into the turn at number 1 as Dylan has just liked the stream. Much appreciated. Blimp mode once again, and guess what? We're a little bit of 3 wide back here in the mid, a part of the racetrack. 12 laps, top 6 advances. We'll see how that all works out. Check that outside lane. Absolutely on rails. Don't know exactly who that is. That might be Tim out there. That is Tim. Tim out and absolutely on rails there to the outside. Tim has already moved up 2 spots here in the B main show, trying to put down a big statement. Justin Sherman gets around Zach J. Miller for the race lead. And those 2 drivers are going to be 1-2. Someone gets way loose. This is going to be Tim Alton that got way loose, I seen. Out a side shot of the racetrack, and this is how the field is stacking up right now. Big time racing there in the mid part of the racetrack. And it is. Top 6 advances. Right now, the purple machine of Bryce, he has it. And he has a lot of hungry hounds right there behind him as Bryce works the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to hustle and bustle off of it. And this is going to be fun all race long. Already halfway over here in the B main show. And this driver of Bryce is now on the outside looking in. Lane Stevens is up there on the high side, ripping the lip with no front wing on that machine. Lane Stevens forgot that thing in the pits, and that car is looking very ill. But some way, somehow, Lane Stevens is holding on to it out there on the high and scary side. Couple drivers starting to switch up their lines, could not get around Bryce. And here comes Corey Austin. Corey Austin with Native Pride Racing, trying to make it in the show, trying to get around Lane Stevens. Corey Austin outside looking in. Slide job for the transfer spot. Big time crossover by Lane Stevens, a guy with no front wing, as we still ride on board with Corey Austin. Bryce may be in the place, so Bryce is all purple machine, just kind of minding his own business down here on the bottom side. Don't know if he needs to switch up his line or not, but as of right now, no one is messing with him. A little bit of contact by Brady King. Lap 11 of 12 now, 2 more laps, and big time outside wall contact. Corey Austin and Lane Stevens gets in it. And Bryce, just the guy that's minding his own business down on the bottom side, is now inside the transfer spot. Come out at turn number 4. Is Bryce going to do it? Sorry, white flag is out. One more time around for these drivers. Justin Sherman completely gone. Lane Stevens trying to get to him. Can Lane Stevens get to the back or get in front of the 13 machine to transfer into the Mag Daddy show to the line, and Lane Stevens got him. Sorry, I completely messed that up. Lane Stevens, the guy with no front wing, was able... No, Bryce got it. My apologies. Everything's messed up. I don't know. I don't know what the official results are. All I know is Justin Sherman won it. Trent got second. Tim Alton from the Frozen Land up north, up in Canada. Same thing with Trent. Trent's from Canada as well. And then you have Jordan, and you have Zach, and Bryce, a driver that was just minding his business down the bottom side, called it with 3 laps to go. He may be in the spot to get this last transfer spot. And he was minding his own business down there. A little bit of contact was made with Corey Austin and Lane Stevens. I think the all-purple machine may have done it. As warm-up is underway, these drivers only go out to warm up if they want to slick up the racetrack some more. If I was a betting man, I would say they probably don't want to slick up this racetrack anymore. Over 40 drivers have entered in. Only 24 is going to get the call to the start. Night number 2 is going to be at 9:30 Eastern. Let me verify. But yeah, night number 2 is going to be 9:30 Eastern for the King Royal. Night number 2. Night number 2 is a big night. $100 for the race winner, or a $400 purse. $100 for the race winner. Second place, $60. Third place is going to be $40. But for ninth and number 1, it's going to be $25 for the winner, $15 and $10 to third place. Thank you all for tuning in here to Whiskey Oval _ TV. Got some new computer magic. And hopefully everything's working out. Think so. Knock on wood, cross our fingers. Checker flag's going to wait for the warm-up, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Second annual 360 King Royal at the virtual Eldora Speedway. $400 purse, man. Free entry. All you gotta be is a National Auto Racing Club member. Race, I believe, 3 races, and you can have a pretty big payday. So if you're not a member of the National Auto Racing Club, go check them out on Facebook. Get signed up. Join their Discord. Get some racing done. They got big block modifieds, 360s. They got it all. They got it all. I don't need to go down the list. Just gotta join. You gotta join National Auto Racing Club. Here we go. Mac Daddy Show, what we've all been waiting for. 24 drivers got the call to the starting line. And let's see how the starting lineup for this 30-lap main event is going to work out. On pole, Daniel Adam Joseph, Gas Monkey Sim Sports. He'll be on pole. Outside of him is going to be Wade Field. Zane Walters will be in third. And Kenny Hoffman fourth. Shea Paul will be starting in 5th place with Dustin Griffiths. That's going to be a heck of a row. 4th row is going to be Robert Boggs and Michael Birthday. 5th row is going to be Greg and Dylan. 6th place is going to be 6th row is going to be Travis Snyder and Jareth Pike. Jareth Pike running a very good heat race to get into the show. Thirteenth place is going to be Thomas Brandon, Mason Inman. My apologies, don't know exactly what happened, but of course it happens right when the race started. Here we go, breaking down the race field real quick as the A main is already on lap 12 of 30 and a big time lead for Shea Paulo. 3.5 second lead for him. Daniel J. Adams, Greg, they'll be a second and third. Kenny Hoffman back here in the fourth spot. Wade Fields fifth. Michael Birthday sixth. Justin Sherman holding back P7. Robert Boggs 8th. Zane Walters 9th place as everybody around turns 3 and 4 now. But the man on the mission as of right now is Shea Paulo with a 3-second lead, and he is already slowly making his way to the back tail end of this race field as he works into turns 1 and 2 now. Closest battle out there on the racetrack might be these two guys of the 75 and Wade Fields as they all work the outside lane, already halfway over. No caution flags have waved. The Shea Paulo is absolutely a man on the mission, but he's going to have to slice and dice around this lap traffic. One guy already up into the outside way, all the way to the outside wall. Shea Paulo did have a 2.4 second lead. Keep that in mind as Greg tries to run him down. He's already fell back to a 2.1 second lead now. Lots of lap drivers smashing the outside wall right in front of a race leader. And look at that gap completely going away for Shea Paulo. Remember, Greg will have to try to slice and dice through this race traffic again as we work lap 19 of 30. No caution flags, keeping it clean, keeping it green. Last thing Shea wants to see is a caution flag. Kenny Hoffman, third place. Daniel Adam Joseph, he'll be back in fourth place. Everybody kind of spread out. Here's our race leader right here. He still has lots of drivers that he has to get around. 10 laps ago. Can Shea Paulo hold on to it? Or can these these drivers that are about to go a lap down, can they hold on to it? A 2.4 second lead is now down to a 1 second lead. Craig, the number 99 machine is starting to close. The all-purple machine of elbows up as Sim Sports slowly starting to close. Went down under a second for a slight bit. Two pro drivers about to go at it. Lamy tries to get around lap traffic a little bit cleaner, a little bit faster than the number 25 or the 21 machine. That's a big time storyline. As of right now, Lamy gets a little loose coming off of turn 2. Shea Paulo has absolutely nowhere to go. Here's his front and bumper here on his 360 sprint car with 6 laps to go. Drivers all the way there in front of him. Big time checkup for Paulo once again. His lead has went for 2.4 down to a 0.6 second gap. And the yellow flag is going to wave. The yellow flag is out on the speedway here at Eldora with 5 laps to go. Brady King is showing red up on the program. We'll see what happened to this purple machine of Brady King. And there it was. You guys make the call on that. He grabs that toe and he's done. He's out. So back to live mode, back to race mode we go. We got a handful of laps. Slide, Job City here at Eldora. Do you want to block them or you want to try to hold on to that or to the crossover? 2 pro drivers, a 1-2 right now. Kenny Hoffman back in third place. Daniel fourth, and rounding out the top 5. It's going to be number 75 machine of Michael Birthday. Good run by Justin Sherman, Wade Fields, Robert Boggs, Zane Walters, and Corey Austin as those drivers are all in the top 10. Thomas Brandon is out of this race very early on, 24 laps down. Travis Snyder, 16 laps down. Multiple drivers out of this race. Single file restarts for the National Auto Racing Club. We'll get the gap off. We'll also get the track map off, so we'll get the full screen. Who's going to win it? Shea Paulo or Greg? Kenny Hoffman, top 3, and here we go. Green flag's out. A wide open track for the 21 machine, and he is letting all that horsepower run as of right now as he rips the lips around all the way around this racetrack. Then we call Eldor and Greg trying to run him down. Not quite, though. Working lap 26 of 30. Third place, Kenny Hoffman. Michael fourth. Fifth place, and here we go. Big time battle. Justin Sherman tries to power his way to the outside. Justin Sherman in that double O machine. No sponsors on that wing. Found a little bit of gap there on the outside, and he absolutely took it. A 75 machine of Michael hits the outside wall, and Justin Sherman trying to get another spot. He's going to try to slide it right up in front of Michael, and he's going to do it. Daniel Adams. And he's going to do it as of right now. So Justin Sherman is slowly working his way up there to the front. 2 laps to go, checking on board with their race leaders, and that's how they fall as of right now. Greg kind of close a gap a slight bit, still a little bit farther away though. 2 different lines in turns 3 and 4. White, the flag is being shown to the race field, and this is our battle for the race lead. White flag one more time around Eldora. You got Shea versus Greg, 1-2, heavyweight champs. Shea tries to block that slide job line. Craig's going to try to power out to the outside. No Satel finish, and checker flag's on the way for the 21 machine. Everyone else slowly coming across the race line. Checker flag falls for the 21 machine. Greg finishes second place as he does a 360, and Kenny Hoffman pulling out that's the last and final podium spot. For ninth and number 1. We jump into the Discord. We'll try to talk to the top 3 drivers. My apologies there on the starting of the A main. Don't know. Of course it happens. But for the guy that's finishing in 3rd place, Kenny Hoffman there in the 0-1 machine. He was able to hold off Michael for that 3rd place. And Kenny Hoffman, man, night number 1, you finished with the podium spot.
Yeah, it was a little crazy there at the end. I was trying something completely different with the car, just seeing how it feel set up for tomorrow. But, I'm really happy with how tonight went, especially running behind, Shea and Greg. Those guys are some of the best in the world. So I'll take it as a win in my book.
Eldora, man, was this a kind of a classic Eldora race where, slide job line, definitely the high side was the fast line here tonight?
Yeah. For myself, when I run this place, I'm more committed to myself to the top. So it's just how I feel more comfortable around this place. I felt like the track got real racy toward the end, especially at that final restart. I know Michael gave me a good run. But I was just, I just want to keep the car straight, secure my spot in the podium, especially behind Shea and Greg.
Setup changes. Did you learn anything here tonight that you'll probably do for night number 2?
Yeah, I learned a ton tonight. Just need to get back in and practice, try to get better, make it right for tomorrow. So hopefully you can finish 2 spots better.
Kenny Hoffman, man, finished 3rd place, Team SSR driver. Congratulations, man, and we'll see you in night number 2. You got any shout-outs that you would like to give?
I just want to shout out everyone over Team SSR. Just a great group of guys behind me. Michael and Brady, they're constantly helping me. No one helps me as much as Jeremy Weigel, Jordan Eder, Cale Heibel, and Bruce Klingen as well.
Very cool, man. Well, congratulations once again.
Yep, thank you.
Kenny Hoffman holding down that last transfer spot. But the guy that's going to come home in 2nd place is going to be Greg, and man, what a finish that was.
I know, dude. Shea's one of my best friends here, and that was one of the best races me and him have had in a long time, dude. It was one more lap. I had him one more lap, and he knew it, and we were just talking about it, and he was protecting, and but I'd love to get out and race with Shay, and I'm bummed our other teammate Dustin got bumped at the beginning and taken out because I know he would have been there battling with us. It would have been a really good time, but this was one of the best races I've done, and I don't get to do as much as I used to, so I'm glad it was a fun one.
That caution lap came out whenever you guys were slicing and dicing through traffic. He did have a 2.4 second gap on you. You closed it down to a point second. Was you happy that caution flag came out, or did you want to see a green flag racing?
I mean, I'm never happy to see somebody crash and there be a caution, but it did come out at the perfect time because me and Shay were kind of bottlenecked there in a lot of lap traffic. Everybody was being super courteous and letting us through, but they have their own race, so we were not expecting them to get out of the way completely. But it did come out really a good time. It let me and Shay duke it out there all the way to the end and really see who the best was instead of just letting it up to lap traffic. Which again, don't want to see somebody crash, but thank you for letting us race.
Night number 2, if you're in this exact same position, would you do anything different?
No, I'd put Shay straight in the wall.
There you
No,
go.
I would
like to hear it.
no, I would never do that. Me and Shay have been building the setup for this one. We tonight was a real good test for what we're doing. We think we have some stuff figured out for tomorrow that we're going to change, and want to go out and put it on the box again, and hopefully our teammate can make it a three team swing.
Very cool, man. Hey, you got any shout outs that you would like to give?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the guys here at NARC. I mean, I started in NARC, SSR, Tommy Brandon. I mean, huge shout outs to those guys. I want to shout out to all the Elbows Up guys. I mean, everybody that sponsors all over the car. So, and you broadcasting, I'd love to go back and watch it and check it out. And my teammate here, Shay, to next time, I got you.
Very cool, man. Well, congratulations on this second place podium spot, and we'll get ready to gear up for night number 2.
All right, man. See you later.
See you, bud. Man, good race, man. That was fun. And the guy that finished on that top spot, Shay Paulo, number 21 machine. Shay, how's it going, dude?
Oh, dude, my heart's racing. What a race.
Man.
23 laps in a row there of just pure adrenaline, and then just what a great finish to cap it off.
Absolutely, man. You guys were slicing and dicing through traffic. You did have a 2.4 second lead, kind of closed up down to a 0.6 whenever that caution came out, man. How was lap traffic? Was those guys just stacked up, or was track too slick?
They were 4 wide in front of me there for one or two laps, and I even mentioned to Greg. I mean, me and Greg and sitting in Discord, and I said, I got nowhere to go. Like, I don't know. I can't go anywhere. And I would try to cut down and then slide up in front of a couple of them, and there'd be another pack there. But God, I mean, clean racing. Like, that was awesome. That's so much fun. That's wing sprint car racing at Eldora right there. Heavy lap traffic, and the leaders are just trying to rip around the top. And when they catch them, they've got to find a way around. And kudos to all the guys that, we came around, and everybody held their line and stayed clean. And I got to stop giving Greg my setups though, because he was definitely faster than me in those last 3 laps.
Man, it was an absolute blast. I noticed you blocked that. You kind of blocked a slide job down in turns 3 and 4. Night number 2, if you're in that same spot, are you going down to the bottom side?
I don't know. I just went back and watched it to try and figure out how he was so much faster than me in 3 and 4, and he was running that little short, like really, really short 1-lane slider line entering 3. So I might have to do that, and maybe hopefully that'll help me pull away. I thought the cut down was there in the middle of the corner, and evidently it wasn't. And I heard him his car was so loud coming out of 2 on the last lap. I was like, well, it's win it or let him slide me and then try and cut under. And he just had the perfect input, it seemed like, on that slider line. So I figured, well, I'll try and make him run something else here. And just coming out of 4, I had clear high all the way up, and I was like, I'm putting this thing on the wall. I don't care where he's at. So but good fun racing, and what a finish. What a whole 30 laps. And then that was so much fun.
Yeah, it was an absolute blast of broadcast, man. So congratulations on this top spot, $400 purse, $100 to the race winner tomorrow night. So good luck for the night number 2 here for the 360 King Royal. You got any shout outs that you would like to give?
Yeah, big shout out to all the sponsors that are helping Tommy put this together. Everybody at SSR, all the admins that always take the time out of their day to make sure everything's set up right and get us on the track, and all the teammates and stuff that I've been running with, elbows up, and it's just nice to see Greg back out here. He hadn't been in a wing car in like 4 months, so nice to see him out here and being probably the fastest car on track. And then of course you and whoever helps you over there at Whiskey Oval TV. We love going back and watching these. Like Greg said, they're a blast to go look at. And all the sponsors on the car, as always, we appreciate all of it and everything they've done over the years for us. And again, I look forward to night number 2 and watching that one as well. And hopefully, yeah, like you said, pull a little bit more money in my pocket.
Very cool, man. Well, great job here tonight, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man.
Thanks, bud. Jay Paulo coming out with a race win, and there you have it. There in the slow mo action, he's gonna pull up there to that Eldora victory lane. That was fun, man. Watching those two drivers battle it out all the way to the race end. That was an absolute blast. Night number 2, it's going to be almost the same thing. Going to start at 9:30 Eastern instead of 10:30 Eastern. And a little bit more money into drivers' pockets if they do place. $100 for the race winner, $60 to second place, 40, 35, 30, and you go on down the race or down the list. $10 to the hard charger, so we'll keep that in mind as well. Tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern, National Auto Racing Club. I gotta apologize here in the A main. I don't know. iRacing locked up. Just black screen. Black screen of death is what I'm gonna call it. Missed the first 10 laps. So that just sucks. But night number 2, gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have heat races, 10 laps. Open qualifying, we'll have a D main, a C main, B main, and for the Mac Daddy show, instead of 30 laps, we're gonna go ahead and make it 10 more laps and make it 40 laps. 24 cars. Cautions do not count for the lap count. So thank you all for tuning in here to Whiskey Oval TV for night number 1 of the 360 King Royal, the second annual 360 King Royal. Much appreciated all the follows, likes, all the comments. It makes it fun. Until tomorrow night, make sure you guys tune in back here to Whiskey Oval TV here on Facebook and or YouTube. And we'll make sure to carry all the action. Talk to some of these drivers as the 99 machine does a 360 there in the background here at Eldora. What a fun track, man. Absolutely a fun track, definitely with this league. Slide Job City. Rip the lip around the high side. We've seen all sorts of racing action there. The heat races. Very good transfer spots. Some pretty bad wrecks, too. Overall, man, absolute blast. 9:30 Eastern, we'll be back live with the National Auto Racing Club. Until then, everybody, please take care. Stay safe. Enjoy some iRacing.com. Be a nice person. Don't be a mean one. Mean people suck. And until tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern, I'll talk to you guys then.
Did you know air